Hello friends, good morning. Welcome to our chemistry class. Today in this session we are going to continue our classes on F block elements, especially the magnetic properties friends. Before going to start today's session, I want to ask you a question friends. Okay? Let me ask the question friends. Now I will read a statement. Just mention whether that statement is true or false in the comment section. Okay friends? Question. At high temperature, all the lanthanoids shows paramagnetic behavior. Okay? Let me repeat it once again. At high temperature, all the lanthanoids exhibits paramagnetic behavior. Okay friends? Okay, in our previous class, I think we have ended up to here. Okay, let me continue. See, this is actually the magnetic property of lanthanoid friends. Okay, see, some of the metals have saturation moments greater than iron, cobalt or nickel. See, some of the lanthanoid metals have saturation moments, and the saturation moments of lanthanoid metals are greater than iron, cobalt or nickel. Okay. They also show anisotropy in their magnetic behavior depending upon crystal direction. Okay. So based on the crystal direction, the lanthanoid metals can also show anisotropy in their magnetic behavior. Okay friends. Now paramagnetism. Okay. Now we will discuss paramagnetism. Okay. Actually these points are very important because these points are useful to solve some problems. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Paramagnetism. Okay. See. Magnetic properties have spin and orbital contributions. See. In case of lanthanoids. Okay. In case of lanthanoids, we have both spin contributions and orbit contributions. Okay. In case of lanthanoids, both spin and orbit contributions are present. Whereas in case of transition metals, only spin contribution is present. Okay. See, the magnet. See, in case of lanthanoid metals, magnetic properties have spin and orbit contributions. In contrast, spin only is present in case of transition metals. Okay, I hope you understood the difference. Okay, next. Magnetic moment of lanthanoid or lanthanum in +3 ions, generally well described from coupling of spin and orbital angular momentum. See, as I discussed in the first point, in case of lanthanoid metals, both spin contributions and orbit contributions both are presented. So this is the point which they explained here. Okay. See, whenever we observe the magnetic moment of lanthanum in +3 state, okay, so here the magnetic moment of lanthanum +3 ion is described from the coupling of, see, spin and orbit here also. So, described from the coupling of spin and orbital angular momentum. So, spin angular momentum and orbital angular momentum. It is just like Russell-Sanders coupling. Okay. Russell-Sanders coupling. Next, spin orbit. Spin orbit coupling constants are typically large. Okay. Spin orbit coupling constants are typically large. So that is about 1000 centimeter inwards. Okay. Coupling constants are very large for spin orbit. So here both spin contributions and orbit contributions both are present. So spin orbit coupling constants are typically large, that is 1000 centimeter inwards. Next, ligand field effects are very small. Okay, here ligand field effects are very small, that is 100 centimeter inwards. Okay, the point what we have to remember here is, for the lanthanoid metals, magnetic properties have both spin and orbit contributions, whereas in case of transition metals only spin contributions exist. Okay, that point we have to remember. Next, see, actually these points are means it doesn't have any theoretical matter, just for our convenience I have written like this. Okay, see, In case of means here only ground J state is considered. So here we have to consider only a J state, and that J state must be in ground state. Okay. Next, see, already we discussed spin orbit coupling is present in lanthanoids. No, so here they are telling that the stability of spin orbit coupling is more when compared to ligand field splitting. Okay, spin orbit coupling stability is more when compared to ligand field splitting. Okay, next, magnetism is essentially independent of environment. So here the magnetism do not depends upon the environment. Environment means surrounding atoms or molecules like that. Next, magnetic moment of J state is expressed by Landé's formula. This is important, friends. See, the J, we know J. So magnetic moment of J state is expressed by Landé's formula. So this is mu means this is magnetic moment. So magnetic moment is equal to Gj root of J into J plus 1. Okay. This J, this one Gj is equal to 3 by 2 plus S into S1, sorry, S into S plus 1 minus L into L plus 1 by 2J into J plus 1. Okay, try to remember, friends. Next, lanthanoid contraction. Of course, I have made a separate video on lanthanoid contraction, but just I want to tell it quickly, friends. Just try to remember this. See, the atomic size or ionic radii of tripositive lanthanoid ions. Here we have tripositive because most common oxidation state exhibited by the lanthanoids is +3, no? So tripositive lanthanoid ions. Okay, the atomic size or ionic radii of tripositive lanthanoid ions decreases steadily. Okay, decreases steadily from lanthanum to lutetium. Okay, from lanthanum to lutetium, atomic size or ionic radii decreases steadily. Why they are decreasing means due to increase in nuclear charge and electrons entering inner n-2 f orbital. Okay, here nuclear charge and electrons entering into n-2 f orbital increases. Okay, so that the atomic size or the ionic radii decreases. Okay, this gradual decrease in size with increasing atomic number. Okay, here this type of gradual decrease in size with increase in atomic number is called lanthanoid contraction. Okay, next, ion exchange method is there. Of course, means a lot of theoretical matter is there for this ion exchange method, but I want to tell one most important point, that is, see, by using this ion exchange method, means of course this ion exchange method is for separation, no? So by using this ion exchange method, separation of smallest ion takes place first. Okay, smallest ion can be separated first. Okay, see here lutetium and ytterbium. Okay, lutetium is the smallest ion, so it can be separated first in case of ionic exchange method. Next, most important point, this one, note promethium. Okay, this promethium, so for this promethium isotopes are absent. Okay, isotopes are absent for promethium and percentage abundance is 0 because it is not found in earth crust. Okay, percentage abundance of promethium is 0 because it is not found in earth crust, and color is also absent for promethium. Okay, friends, I hope you understood. Okay, I think I may take one more video to complete this. Okay, friends, thank you.